Okay. Out on my wrist, counted and spin it. Man at the coop, mine with no tenant. Chop out the top, hit it the limits. I got some cash, I wanna spend it. New paper tag.
Yo, what's good everybody? Poppy Valley here, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching y'all how to set up a FiveM server. Today I'm going to be specifically using my base that I've already built. If you need to download it, I'll put a link for my Discord down in the description. Inside of my Discord I got a link to the Google Drive file to download my base. But otherwise, let's get straight into this video. So the first thing you're going to want to do after you download the base, you have everything you need right here. You're going to want to come right here to this website. I'll set a link in the description. Just click right here on Windows Server Build Listing. You want to download the most recent server build. So we're just going to open that up. And then you want to go, oh, hold on, let's click that out. Alright. You want to go right here into server. You're just going to click into the WinRAR file, Control A, drag and drop it. Replace files. Alright, so after you got that done, you can just close that file out, go back right here and go into server data. After you open up server data, you want to come right here to server.cfg. So inside of here, you're going to leave everything blank right here. You can set your server name right here. We're just going to leave that how it is. Set your Steam Web API key, which would be like your Steam user key, 64 key, whatever you want to call it. Set your SV license key. A lot of people get confused about this. You want to come to this link right here. I'll drop a link down in the description, and just click on new server. And then, you'll go through the process right here and make a new server. In this case, I've already got one. You'll just click into it, and you'll have a key. You'll just click on copy on that key, and everything's good to go from there. So after you got that copy, just come and paste it right here where it says SV license key. Right here, you can set the same name for your server name, and then make a description if you want to have a description of your server. You can set tags if you want to set tags. Then we got one sync settings right here. You can mess with this if you want to. But the SQL, this right here, this is the most important part, your database. You're going to have to download a program called XAMPP and run SQL database. And you're going to have to run MySQL on XAMPP. And then set your database root for what you want to, like whatever your database name is, basically. You'll just change the name right there from test to whatever yours is. And then you can go right here. This is going to be all of your base, like scripts, programs, files, everything that's in the server to be able to run. You can just go and start at the bottom. If you add in a new folder, like, let's see, insure cars, you would just simply add that, and then after you add that, you'll just save it, exit out of it, come into resources, and then, well, I got a file called vehicles. But either way, you would come into there and make your folder with the brackets and put whatever files you have in here, whatever scripts, and it'll open up everything all itself. You won't have to go in there and individually start it and list it and everything. It'll read it as a subfolder, and it'll open all the files. So after you got everything set up into your liking with the name, you're going to have to port forward through your firewall and through your internet. So first, we're going to start with our firewall. It's a very, very simple process. You just want to search up firewall, and you'll see Defender Firewall right here. You want to go to inbound rules. And as you can see, we've already got our setup. We can find it here. Alright, FiveM TCP and FiveM UDP. That's what you want to name them. all you'll do is just click on new rule, and then you'll have this little menu right here come up. Click on port. Click on TCP, put in the port, which for this I believe is 3306, and then you'll click next. I'll make sure of the port and I'll put it in the description just to be sure you'll have the correct port. But either way, you'll put in the port, and then you'll, let's see, I'm gonna just have to do it just to do an example. Okay. Alright, then you'll allow the connection. Just leave all of this how it is, and then you'll name it, and if you want to, you can give a description of it. And then you do the same thing for UDP. So after you do both of those, you'll come and do the same exact thing right here on outbound rules. So after you got those set up, you gotta go and set it up on your router inside of your internet settings. I don't know exactly what you'd call it. Anyway, we're gonna open up our command prompt, and you'll just simply type in IP config, and this will bring up your IPv4. You're looking for this right here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna come into here on your internet browser. You're gonna type in your default gateway, which will be the one right here. And then you want to log in. Most of the time, it's admin and password, or admin and admin, or admin and like your router's like default password. You know, whatever the default password on the little tag on the bottom of your router is. So for me, mine's in advanced settings. You'll come right here to port forwarding. Alright, so you want to click on TCP/UDP, and then just leave. If you have a WAN connection, let's just leave that default, don't mess with it. Internal client, you can set it to your PC if you want to, and it'll default put your IP in. If you do it like this, if you have to find it manually, then you'll just go to the command prompt and get the IPv4 and type that in for the internal client. Then for the LAN port, you just want to put in your then on the LAN port, you just want to put in your ports. You're gonna do the same thing for the WAN port, and then you'll just save it. I've already got mine set up, so I'm not gonna do it. But that's all you got to do for that. And then once you go into here, you'll have this link to Patreon and stuff like that. If you want to link it to Patreon, and then you can come into granted assets. Everything in your granted assets will be stuff that you buy on whatchamacallit, TEBX. That's what it's called, TEBX. Everything you buy on there will be in here. So you'll have everything right there at your disposal from this website as far as messing with your servers. So once you start up your server, I've already got one built, so I'm just going to come to where I got that file here and open it up. Let's see. Alright, go into server. Then you want to find fxserver.exe. So before you start this, you want to make sure you got XAMPP downloaded. I'll put a link for it down below. You want to start MySQL. Close that out. And then open up the fxserver.exe. If it's your first time running it, it'll pop up a screen that says don't run. Just click on start anyway. Let it run its process. It'll open up a window on the internet that lets you put in your server name and link your database and all that type stuff. Alright, so while that's finishing getting started up, I've already got everything saved as, so I can just click to it. We're going to come to TXAdmin. And then you got everything right here as far as your dashboard, your live console, you can check it right here. Your resources, you can check them. It's not finished loading yet, so I can't peek through them. You got your server log, and then you can also edit your CFG directly from here. You also got things like player history, whitelist, admin settings, system, things like that. So let's peek right back into the, let's see, what are we waiting on here? Alright, just to make sure everything is good to go, I'm going to restart it. Alright, as you can see, there might be some updates to a few things you got to do. But otherwise, it's good to go now. We're just going to close everything out. And come right here to FiveM. Alright, so as you can see, we got the server right here. All we got to do is click on connect. It's going to load everything up. And then we just got this little default goofy looking loading screen here. Alright, and then once we load in, you'll have to make a character, so you'll have all of that pulled up. But any other time, this is what it'll look like. You'll just simply click on your name, click play, boom, there you go. You're good to go. You got your own FiveM server set up. It's got a housing system set up in it already. We get our cars out.
Yo, homie, what's up? Yo, let's meet up tomorrow.
Clothing set, it's pretty simple. It's aluminum appearance. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. But either way, you just come up to the clothing store. You can change your outfit update, save current, generate a code so you can share it with other players, import outfits, go to buy clothing, click on clothes, and then you got everything right here. Just simply, put on whatever you want, click on save, and there you go, boom. Then you can open it back up, save the outfit if you want to save it as an outfit. And yeah, it's pretty simple, man. It's not a hard thing to do. A lot of people have trouble, so I figured, might as well make a tutorial for it so we could help a few of y'all out, hopefully. If you need any more help, make sure to for sure join the Discord and hop in there and let me know. And any issues you run into, I'll do my best to help you out. We got a decent little community of people. They know a few things as well, so if I'm not available, somebody else might get to you before I can that can help you out. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Leave a like and comment down below, subscribe. Peace out.